Player. There are 4 main links located on the top of the page: Player, Contents, Schedule, and Management. If you click on the Player link, it will take you to a page where there is a list of all players on the system. All activity of players can be managed on the Player page. There are several ways to add new or existing players on the system. There's Player Auto Search, Manual Registration of Player, and Registration of Players by File. These icons are located on the top right side of the screen. There are 3 power logos on the top bar. The first one indicates the number of registered players and that their terminals are switched on. The second shows the number of players with their powers off among the registered players. The third indicates the number of players not connected to the network among the registered players. The total number indicates all registered players. If you click on the information icon, a screen will pop up with information about the server and network. The IP address column lists all the individual IP addresses for each player. By clicking on one of these links, a new tab will open with the main menu page where you can edit anything in the setup stages if necessary. The schedule column lists the title of that schedule and can be clicked to view or edit if necessary. The screenshot icon allows users to take a print screenshot of what is currently displayed on a player's monitor screen. This function allows users to check whether media contents have been set up correctly, especially if the screen is located out of close range to the administrator. If a player's information needs to be changed, click on the edit icon of that player, and it'll take you to the Edit Player page. Please note that if content is edited in Schedule, it must be transmitted on the Schedule page for it to be updated on the player. Setup Administrator. If you go into the Management link, press on the Add Administrator icon. A screen should pop up. Fill in the blank spaces and select one or more groups the administrator will be assigned to. Once all the information is filled out, press Apply. By assigning the administrator to specific groups, you can limit access to certain users, assuring security and responsibility amongst users. Now click on the player link on top and click the Group Management icon. Here, you can add a new group by clicking the plus icon, type in a group name, then click Apply. Or alternatively, you can edit the group name by clicking the Edit icon, type or retype the group name, then click Apply. Play Registration. To register new players, go back to Players page. Click on the Player Auto Search icon. The page will display all the players found in the internal network. Check the numbered boxes that need to be registered and select which group to allocate them to from the drop-down list. Then click Add to add that player onto the list. Please note that the players and the server must be under the same IP range in order to use the Player Auto Search function. Secondly, if you would like to register a player manually, click on the next icon, and this should take you to a page where you can fill out the player's details manually. Please note that you do not need to fill in both the IP address and the player ID. Just one or the other will work. You can also access the player ID by pressing the I button on the remote control, where the information screen will pop up listing the player ID on the 4th row. After all the information has been filled out, click Apply, then wait for around 10 to 20 seconds. The player registration should now be complete. Thirdly, to register players by the file, click on the last icon on the right side. Choose the file to upload, then click Apply. This could take several minutes depending on the internet speed. If you want to register multiple terminals, enter player ID, player name, and resolution format in the CSV file. Device Settings. To perform basic settings, go to the player page. The power switch of the player can be turned on or off. Storage can be erased by checking the Erase Storage box. The audio can also be switched on or off. After clicking any of these, be sure to click the transmission icon so that the settings can be transmitted to the players. To edit the terminal information settings, click on the Edit icon on the player page. Here you can make the necessary changes, then afterwards click Apply. The changes will now be transmitted to the terminal system. If you go onto the Contents page, you will see a list of all media that has been uploaded into the media server in the order of oldest to newest updated content. Please note that all media files must be uploaded or HTML URL listed in the contents list in order to set them into scheduling. Click the Add Content icon to add new content. If you choose to add a video or image, choose a specific group, then open the file to upload. To use a web page, click the HTML tab, choose a specific group, type in URL, then click Upload. The small screen located on the right-hand side will display preview of the uploaded content.